everyone, it's me Sammy. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I hope you're all having an amazing day, whatever it is you're doing. Welcome back to another Meals I Made This Week video, guys. I now have Meals I Made This Week Instagram and TikTok accounts as well, if you want to follow over there if you're enjoying this series and want some more content. This series has been following the weekly meals that I make for my family, for me and my 3 kids. You guys have been absolutely loving this, so I'm so excited to continue this today. And yeah, guys, I hope you really like it. If you do, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and subscribe down below. And without further ado, let's dive in and see what I made on Monday. Monday evening, guys, and it's time for us to make some chicken nugget nachos. So excited for this dinner. Let's run through the ingredients and the overall cost. We're going to be serving the nachos with some side salads. So we've got some mixed baby leaf salad, we've got some cherry tomatoes and some cucumber. Going to be using a bit of each to create a side salad for everyone. We've then got some cool tortilla chips. We're going to be using 1.5 bags. We've then got this packet of 20 breaded chicken nuggets, frozen ones. We're going to use some salsa, some jalapenos, some mozzarella, some coriander and some spring onions, and we're going to be using half a pepper and half a red onion. That is all of the ingredients, guys. It comes to £5.54 for this dinner. Let's dive in and start the cooking. First things first, let's get the oven preheated to gas mark 7. Now we're going to cook our chicken nuggets as per the packet instructions for 18 minutes. While our chicken nuggets are cooking, we're just going to chop up our coriander, our spring onions, and half our onion and our pepper as well. Just like that. So we've got our coriander, our onions, and our peppers on one tray. That's because we're going to be using these ones for after the nachos are cooked. And then we've got our spring onions and our jalapenos that I've just taken out of the jalapeno jar. And we've got those ready to go on a separate chopping board because they're going to go on the nachos before they're cooked. So yeah, that's our veg all prepped, guys. Now that our chicken nuggets are cooked, we're just going to leave them aside for a second, but we're going to need to chop them up into little sections. Now it's time to start assembling our nachos. First things first, we're going to put 1.5 bags of our cool tortilla chips onto our baking tray. Then we're going to top this with our salsa. Then we're going to top this off with some mozzarella. Then we're going to add our chicken nugget pieces, and then we're going to add our jalapenos and spring onions to this as well. Now we're going to pop this into the oven for 5 to 10 minutes until all the cheese is melted and bubbling. Just while the nachos are cooking, I've just prepped some side salads for me and the boys. Ava's not going to be having this dinner. She's got some tuna pasta because it's just not a dinner that I can really adjust to her. I could, but the tortilla chips and stuff just aren't for Ava, so she's going to have some tuna pasta left over from lunch, and this is mine and the 2 boys' side salads. Now our nachos are out of the oven. We're just going to add our toppings of onion, peppers and some coriander, and that is our nachos done, guys, and ready to serve. So all served up, and we do have some extras left over for some seconds, and this is our dinner, guys. We've got the boys' portions here and we've got mine here as well. Absolutely delicious. Cannot wait to tuck into this, guys, and we'll catch you later in the week for another meal. Tuesday night, guys, and it's time for our meatball garlic bread bake. I'm so excited for this dinner. Let's jump in, run through all of the ingredients and the total cost of this meal. Right, so to start with, we've got 24 beef meatballs. I've got a 12 pack here, and then I've got 12 that were in my freezer from a couple of weeks back. We've got some sliced mixed peppers, frozen ones. We've got some mixed baby leaf salad to serve on the side. We've got a jar of bolognese pasta sauce by Asda. We've got a packet of 2 garlic and herb baguettes. We're only going to be using 1 of these. Then I've got a couple of carrots, and then we've got a few cloves of garlic there as well. The total cost of this dinner comes to £5.94. Let's dive into the cooking. First step, we're just going to heat some olive oil into a big saucepan, and we're going to add our meatballs to this now. And now we're just going to cook this for about 10 minutes until they're browned on all sides, turning regularly. And while the meatballs are cooking, I've just roughly chopped up the 2 carrots and minced the garlic. Preheated the oven to gas mark 6 as well. Now that our meatballs are done, we're just going to remove these with a slotted spoon and set these aside. And to the same pan, we're just going to add our carrots now for 5 minutes. And just 2 minutes before these are done, we're just going to add our garlic in. Now the garlic's going in, and we're just going to fry that up together for 2 minutes. Now we're going to add our meatballs back into this now, and our frozen mixed peppers. And then we're going to add our bolognese pasta sauce to this now as well. So I've emptied the bolognese pasta sauce jar into there. Then I've just refilled the jar a quarter of the way up with water, and I've just shaken it up to get all of the excess sauce from the sides, but also just to give this a bit more sauce as well. So we're just going to pour this in now. Just going to mix this all up now, season it with some salt and pepper, and then just warm it all through. Now that that's all warmed through together for a couple of minutes, we're just going to turn this off the heat now, and we're going to transfer this to an oven-proof dish. Just like that. Now all we need to do is to tear up our garlic bread and place it on top. Just like that, guys. Now all that's left to do is to pop this into the oven for 20 minutes. There's 5 minutes left to go until serving time, so I've just popped a bit of side salad onto each of our plates. And that is the bake cooked, guys, ready to serve up. These are the kids' portions, so we've got Tyler's, Liam's, and we've got Ava's here as well. I'm gonna cut up her meatballs for her as well, but that's her dinner. And this is my dinner, guys. So excited to dive in and enjoy this lovely Tuesday evening meal, and we'll catch you later in the week for some more dinners. It's Friday evening, guys, and it's time to make some Quorn Tex-Mex burrito bowls. So excited for this dinner. Let's dive into the ingredients and overall cost of this meal. We've got a full bag of Quorn pieces. This was frozen, but I've defrosted it today. To season that, we're going to use some paprika, some cumin seeds, and a couple of cloves of garlic. We've then got some rice. We're going to be using 300 grams of basmati rice. Got a tin of sweet corn, some cherry tomatoes, some coriander, a pepper, an avocado, 2 limes, an onion. We're going to be using half of one of these romaine lettuce hearts, and then we're going to be using some cheddar cheese as well. Altogether, guys, this comes to £5 and 19 pence. Let's dive into the cooking. First step is to get our rice cooking in the rice cooker. The next step is to make our pickled onion. So first step is to slice up this red onion and pop it in this bowl, just like that. And then what I've done is cut a lime in half. Just going to add the juice of half a lime to this now. So that's just going to be left for 20 minutes on the side, just pickling away. Now I'm just going to mince our garlic. Right, so we've minced the garlic. Now I've just heated up some vegetable oil in this pan. That's on a medium heat. Then we're going to add our Quorn to this. And then to this we're going to add our garlic, a teaspoon and a half of cumin seeds, and a teaspoon and a half of paprika. And then we're just going to fry this all up for 5 to 10 minutes, probably about 8 minutes in total, just until that's really nicely well cooked. And while that's happening, we're going to prep all of our veg and grate our cheese. Right, that is all our veg prepped and our corn cooked. Our avocado's a little bit bruised, but we'll just ignore that. I've just left the cheese in the grater for now. And I'm going to use half a lime, and we're going to squeeze that over our corn and mix that all together. Then we're going to use the other half of a lime just to squeeze over our avocado. Amazing. And the other half of a lime I've just cut into wedges to serve with our burrito bowls. And yeah, everything's ready, guys. Let's get ready to serve up. The first step we're plating up is just to pop a bit of the rice into each of our bowls. And now we're just going to layer on our vegetables and our corn. First up, we've got some lettuce and tomatoes. Then we've got some avocado and some peppers. Then we've added our sweet corn, our pickled onion, our cheese, and our coriander, as well as our lime wedge on the side. Now we're just going to add our corn. And that is our dinner served, guys. Of course, I've just added bits that are appropriate for Ava. So she's got the rice, the corn, the cheese, sweet corn, avocado, and tomatoes. And then me and the boys have everything. Yeah, these are the boys' portions, and this is my portion. And that is our Friday night dinner served up, guys. We're going to go and enjoy this and enjoy a nice movie night tonight. And we will catch you tomorrow for another dinner. Saturday afternoon now, guys, we're going to be making some cinnamon banana trifles, which I'm so excited for. Let's run through the ingredients. We're going to be using a little bit of ground cinnamon and some unsalted butter. We've got 3 bananas here. We're going to be using some digestive biscuits, some whipping cream, and some of Joe and Seth's salted caramel sauce, which is one of my favourite caramel sauces ever. Also love their Prosecco caramel sauce. It's to die for. But yeah, we're going to be using a combination of these to make some amazing little trifles. Let's dive in and start the cooking. First step is just to warm some of our salted caramel sauce in a bowl in a microwave, just for like a couple of 20-second bursts, just to loosen it up because it is quite a thick sauce. I've then sliced up the 3 bananas just into little rounds, ready to go because we're about to heat up the butter and then we're going to start frying our bananas. We're just heating a large tablespoon, like a heaped tablespoon of unsalted butter now. We're just going to be heating this in our frying pan, melting that up, and then to this we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. This is our salted caramel sauce, just fresh out of the microwave as well. It's about 40 seconds in there and it's nice and loose. We're just going to set this aside just to cool slightly. Just added our 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon to the butter now. Just gonna mix that all together, and then we're gonna start adding our bananas in, and we're gonna be cooking our bananas on for 3 minutes on each side. Got another minute or so left on this side for these bananas, and then we're going to flip them over. That's the bananas flipped over now. Now we're just going to do 3 or 4 minutes on the other side. Remember, we want them caramelized but not burnt. While the bananas are just finishing off, I'm just going to quickly whisk up our whipping cream. So that's 300 milliliters of whipping cream in here, and I'm just going to whisk this until it forms soft peaks. That is our whipped cream whipped into soft peaks. We love that. And I've just crushed up our digestive biscuits. I broke up 10 digestive biscuits in total. So yeah, guys, that is our biscuits and our cream. We've got our salted caramel now that has cooled down, and we've got our bananas over here in our frying pan as well. And now what we're going to do is we're going to assemble this all together in our little latte cups, which I thought is the cutest way to serve a trifle. Right, starting off, we're going to put in some digestive biscuit first. Now we're going to top this off with some of our whipped cream. Then we're going to top this with our banana. Then we're going to top this with some of our salted caramel sauce. And then we're just going to repeat the layers again. Biscuit, cream, banana, caramel sauce. Just like so, guys. These look absolutely incredible. Cannot wait to dive in. But just as a finishing touch, guys, I'm just going to grate a little bit of Bourneville, a little bit of dark chocolate over the top of each of these. And this is it, guys. These are our finished banana cinnamon trifles. They look absolutely scrummy and delicious. Cannot wait for these this evening. I'm going to put these in the fridge now until I'll put in tonight, and then obviously just serve them up with a spoon for me and the kids. And also, if you did want to make these in advance, they do last in the fridge for about 2 days, and you can just cover them with a bit of cling film if you wanted to, or a bit of foil. Not a problem. And yeah, guys, absolutely love these to death. Super tasty, super simple. And yeah, guys, super excited to enjoy these tonight, and we will catch you later when I'm cooking dinner. Saturday evening, guys, and it's time for some fry up jacket potatoes. Absolutely love this dinner. Let's run through the ingredients and total cost of this meal. We've got some large baking potatoes. We're going to use a packet of bacon. We're going to use about 7 of these sausages. We've then got a tin of baked beans, 4 eggs, and some cherry tomatoes on the vine. This all comes to £5.31, guys. Let's dive into the cooking. First step, to preheat our oven to the hottest it will possibly go. I've just pricked our potatoes all over with a fork, popped them onto this grill tray. I love these because then it cooks underneath as well, and the skin gets really, really crispy. I love that. And these are going to go in the oven now on full heat for half an hour. And I've just popped the sausages onto a baking tray ready, just so I can put the rest of the bag of sausages away in the freezer. I've just popped our baked beans into a microwavable bowl as well, ready for later. When the potatoes have been in for 20 minutes, I'm just going to pop the sausages onto the bottom shelf in the oven now. The potatoes have been cooking for half an hour now, so now what we're going to do is put a little bit of olive oil with a silicone brush, brush this over the potatoes, and then season with salt and pepper. Just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to turn them over and do the exact same on the other side. Olive oil, salt and pepper. They're all nicely oiled and seasoned now. Now these are going to go back in the oven for 40 minutes. Now while the potatoes are cooking, I'm literally just going to layer our bacon onto this foiled baking tray, and we're going to grill it on high until our bacon is cooked to our desired crispiness. Right, so that is our bacon all crispy and delicious. What I'm going to do is just leave the tray in the grill and close it up. The heat from the oven that's coming up still is going to keep that nice and warm until we're serving. 15 minutes before the potatoes are ready to go, and I am just going to pop our vine tomatoes. It's only me having tomatoes today with the dinner. I'm just going to pop these on the same tray as the sausages. And now with 10 minutes left to go, I'm going to start frying our eggs. I've just put a bit of vegetable oil in a frying pan, and I'm just going to fry up our eggs. Just frying up the last egg. I've popped the beans in the microwave for 2 minutes, and then we're going to be serving up. Right, to serve up, I've cut open the jacket potato, and I've mashed the potato in the middle with some butter. I would normally add some spring onions here as well, but I didn't have any in my fridge. But that's a step that you can miss out if you want to. So that's our potato prepped. Now to add on some beans. Then to this, we're going to add some sausages and bacon. And then to this, we're going to add our fried egg and our tomatoes. And these are the kids' portions. We've got Tyler's, Liam's, and Ava's over here as well. And that is it, guys. This is our Saturday night dinner. We're going to enjoy our trifles afterwards as well. Cannot wait to dig into this, and we'll catch you next week for some more meals. And that is it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and subscribe down below. Leave me a little comment, let me know what your favourite meal was from this week's video. I look forward to cooking again for you next week, guys. Be sure to check out my weekly food shop hauls that I upload at the beginning of every week, and then the usual Sunday uploads for these meals I made this week videos. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Your love and support on my channel means the absolute world to me, and hopefully I'll see you really, really soon for another video. Take care. Bye.